Today, I'm going to teach you how to use stretch resolutions in Counter-Strike 2. We will cover 4x3, 16x10, all of the pro resolutions that your favorite players use. It'll be very simple and very easy to do. By the end of this video, you'll be a Counter-Strike 2 pro when it comes to adjusting these settings. But before we get into that, guys, I have to give you a message about how to get some really cool Counter-Strike 2 skins like this knife. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and look at what we need to do. So for a lot of us, the reason it's hard to play on stretched in this game is because we don't know what we're doing, and it's going to involve using your nvidia control panel. This will be a guide for those of you on nvidia, but the first thing that we have to do in order to play on full screen stretched is make sure we have full screen display mode enabled. You should never be on window or a full screen window. Always play on full screen. And then we're going to go ahead and change our resolution to 4x3, and my preferred stretched resolution is 1280 by 960, but you can use 1480, sorry, here we go, 1440 by 1080, 1280 by 1024, or 1024 by 768. I think these are great resolutions to use. And if you're on 16 by 10, the one I'd really recommend is 1680 by 1050 or 1280 by 800. But for most of you, 90%, I'd recommend this one, 1280 by 960. Make sure you are on your highest resolution right here. So for me, 360 hertz, and click apply changes. Now for most of you right now, your screen probably has black bars on it, right? So how do we get around this? We are going to come to our desktop here, right click. This is for Windows 11, guys. Go to show more options and go to nvidia control panel. Very easy way to pull it up here. And once we have the control panel up on our screen here, I'll make sure that our face cam's out of the way. We are going to go to adjust desktop size and position. Now you need to have full screen enabled right here. You need to have your scaling mode on GPU and override the scaling. This is going to get rid of those black bars so that we can actually play on stretched and our game can feel very nice and very smooth, right? Very important that we understand that. For our resolution, keep that at 1920 or by 1080 or whatever your native desktop resolution is. That's perfectly fine. And again, make sure your refresh rate is as high as possible. Now go ahead and save those settings on the drop down wherever it's going to be. For me, I don't think it's here because we obviously are already playing on this. And go ahead and open your game back up, and you should finally see that you have the stretch resolution. Now I'll quickly get into why stretch resolution is so good. We're just going to go into a workshop map right here. We can just throw up some bots. It is going to make it so that the player models of your enemies are stretched wider, and you're going to have a closer FOV. And also playing in stretched, I don't know why, this isn't science at all, but playing in stretch for Counter-Strike in most games just feels very good. It feels super clean, and you're going to, you know, it just feels like butter. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Those of you that play on stretch know what I'm talking about. It feels like butter. Now, one of the biggest complaints people say with stretched is it is very fast compared to native because your screen is zoomed in you know, closer, and that is true. So the player models are going to be moving fast, but you're also going to actually feel faster in the game because of this you know, zoomed in, you know, stretched mode that you're playing on, right? Ultimately though, the biggest downside to playing on a stretch resolution is the fact that you don't have the wider FOV. So things on the edge of your screen that some of your teammates that play on native might be able to see, you're not actually going to be able to see, right? This is a very bad thing, but in my opinion, I love the feeling of stretch. I love the feeling of 1280 by 960 specifically, and it just makes the game feel like home to me. It feels homey, it feels natural, and that's what we want at the end of the day. And yeah, so just go ahead and mess around with what video settings you want to use as far as resolution, but at the end of the day, you need to make sure you're on full screen. I'd say preferably play on 4x3. Don't really play on 16x10. Not that it's bad, but most players do just prefer this. And honestly, if 80% of players are playing on this resolution and, you know, scaling mode, aspect ratio, there's probably a reason. So at the end of the day, find your comfort, but also it's good to know what pros are doing and what the majority of players find success with, because we want success for you. But yeah, I think that's enough rambling. If you guys are new to this channel, I provide tips, tricks from a professional viewpoint on this channel. I can teach you how to get better at Counter-Strike. I'd love to help you understand what settings you need to use, what tactics you should be using in the game, and how to make yourself the best player possible. So thank you all so much for watching. I'd recommend checking out the videos on your screen right now, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.